La 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 la. La 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 la. She really hates him, it's really true.
Testing 1, 2. This is a real testing. This is real this time.
Mm-hmm. There.
What? Does that make a big difference, you think?
Yeah, I didn't like this thing in it.
What thing? Oh, the vent. Hey, our podcast room, do test first.
Test. We already did it.
Oh. Hold on.
Oh, my God. Why would
you fix the thing after we start? Okay. Test.
I can't.
Sorry, the podcast room has a vent in it. Just every now and then.
The vent is really not a big deal. It's a lot of it has to do with how you sound.
Okay.
Like, why do this? Test.
I didn't do that. And the other thing, too, to my right, which is maybe your left, I don't know how you're looking at it. Sometimes,
My right and my left are always the same. They
no,
don't
my
change.
right, I said how they're looking at it.
Okay, what is it that you want to do?
There's a coat rack, and I have to, like, there was a...
Well, your right is still your right.
Not yet, but they're looking at it as it's my left.
No, they still know you're right and you're left.
Whatever.
It never changes.
Quit holding the cup like it's your last cup of coffee.
Why?
Who the fuck holds their cup like, oh, thank you.
I love this cup of coffee.
Hey, I was in New York yesterday,
Yeah?
and I walked past Caroline's, and I saw Nick's picture on a poster.
Nick who?
Our fucking producer, W.
Oh, I thought it was Nick DiPaolo.
No, Nick, you can come on for a second? Do you do that?
Yeah.
Let's see your,
Why was his poster there?
yeah, why, you're headlining there?
I think you have me mistaken for someone else.
It said Nick Coletti.
Oh, that's a different, that is a whole different person. Our names are just so similar. He's like an internet celebrity.
Oh.
Wow, who knew?
Yeah,
Who knew? Because
We had an internet celebrity as our producer.
Well, or we had or Caroline's just has no budget anymore, and they're hiring,
Right. As a producer of My Wife Hates Me. Please welcome.
Yeah. Oh, so it was a different Nick. Oh, my God. Oh, you're Colette. He's Colette.
Yeah, Colette with an E. Yeah.
But also,
What?
wasn't there a picture?
Yeah, it looks like him. Doesn't it look like you?
I mean, I personally don't think so, but
I don't know. I was walking by fast. I didn't, do a profile on it. You want to put a picture up of the other guy? Go ahead. Put them side by side. They'll probably look alike. Very white, just white people. All right. Well, it's not you. We were gonna give you a plug. This guy gave me hot sauce last week, and I just thought about it. Or 2 weeks ago when I was in Harrisburg. He gave me hot sauce and pretzels, hot sauce pretzels, peanuts, and popcorn. And he brought, Can
I just say I had one of those peanuts and I had to lay down for 2.5 hours. It
Why?
was
Hot.
So
They're pretty
hot.
I can eat them. They're nothing to me now. They're nothing.
They've like worn off your taste buds or something.
Do you want me to go get them and show you?
No. I think you got enough stuff in your mouth right now.
Oh. So, he
Blood.
gives me blood. I don't have
Blood in your mouth.
Oh, hold on. I need a sip of my coffee. It's freezing down here. Ooh.
This is how we drink coffee in Canada. Stay warm.
So, he gives me this hot sauce present in Harrisburg. I don't have his name here, but here's the thing. It just hit me, and I thank him for it. I'm not plugging hot sauce. If he wants to send money to the podcast, you know what I mean? I can't just throw it,
Wait, what? So he gave you all this stuff, and then what? You felt some guilt or something that you had to say it on the podcast, or he said to you, "Now
No.
you better say this on the podcast."
No, he didn't say. I would have said right then, I want money.
Well, then he's just giving it to you. He doesn't care.
But here's the thing with all these people that sell hot, just like comics that sell hot sauce. One of my friends does. I just like
Hot sauce is a pretty big deal right now.
I don't know, but they sell it. But it's a hot sauce company that'll put whatever you want on the label, and you buy whatever, a case of it, and then resell. You know, like if I want to put Voss's hot sauce, and it's the same company because all those bottles look the same. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I mean the pretzels and peanuts were great for hot sauce, pretzels, and peanuts. I don't know if we tried any of the hot sauce because we got 1,000 bottles. But guy in Harrisburg, if you want me to promote you, you know.
Why bring it up at all? That's the whole point. Because now you're being weird about. Now you're being like.
Well, no,
now you're being like negative.
No, I'm not
Before,
being,
if you just didn't mention it, or you're like, hey, I had these peanuts that were so hot, or whatever, and carry on. But now you're being weird. You want us to say something about it. You want the name to be said. You better send us some money. Like
I'm not being weird about it.
You are.
You know, it's your. Hold on. It's your.
Okay, that's the rule of threes, and we're done. We're out. It's over.
So if he's listening, I don't want him to go, hey, how come he's not, you know.
He's not listening. Hey.
Oh, yeah, he listens. He's a fan.
All right, but
why would a fan bring me.
Okay, because nobody would be like, this is what they do. They go, I'm going to give it to him, and maybe he'll say it on the podcast. Maybe he'll love it and say it on the podcast. And
do you think so? That's how you think. Everybody doesn't think the way you think.
There should be zero guilt to accept a gift. Well, then what is the issue?
I'm just saying, I can't. Everybody. You know, you can't just throw out names all the time. There's legal and professional ways to go about stuff.
But that's inside of you. Nobody else.
No, that's business. I'm talking business.
No, nobody else expect. The thing is that listen, if somebody came to a show and said, "Here, I make beef jerky or vegan jerky. Here, I make vegan jerky."
The vegan jerky isn't bad. What do you think it is?
It's soy.
Oh.
So. Do
you have to disagree with everything?
No, listen to me though. No, if somebody gave that to me, and then I wouldn't like lay awake at night, like I haven't mentioned it.
I didn't lay awake. Don't exaggerate the whole story. I didn't lay awake. It just hit me when I was walking down.
But you're making.
I'm not weird. I'm trying to make the guy feel.
No, you're not, because you're not saying his product name.
I forgot it. It's upstairs.
Oh my God! So go look at it before you come down, or don't bring it up.
I can't bring up things. I'm saying
you can, but you're bringing it up in a way that's like.
No, if he listens. Personally, I'm thanking him, so he'll know who he is in Harrisburg.
Oh, well, it doesn't help him at all. He doesn't give a shit.
Yes, he does. If he's a fan and Rich Voss is, he could say, "Oh, I'm the guy in Harrisburg, so thank you. I like the peanuts and I like the pretzels."
Well, I didn't like the peanuts.
Well, you didn't like them.
Too hot, and the pretzels are too hot too.
Not for me.
So go fuck yourself, Harrisburg guy.
No, not. See.
Yeah, you made it weird.
You made it weird by saying you didn't like it. I liked it. And who did he give it to?
You know what? It's not fun to talk to you because it's like.
And now it's not fun because I don't agree with you.
It's not that you don't agree with me. It's like you refuse to see anybody else's point of view. It's like you
refuse to see my point of view.
No, I just said you can bring it up, but you were the one who said that you feel guilty.
I never said I felt guilty.
Okay, I use that word.
Okay,
but
I don't feel guilty
what
at all.
word would you use? You said I feel bad.
No, I don't feel bad. I feel like
you should have said something. That's what you said.
He might be listening.
Yes.
So I'm giving him. I'm letting him know. Thank you personally, because he'll know who he is.
Well, you said thank you when you took it, didn't you?
Probably not. You know what happened? When he goes, I got hot sauce and stuff in the car, right?
I'm sure you were like this. Ugh.
No, I said we have a lot of hot sauce. But he goes, let's try. And I'm not lying. We got tons of hot sauce. And if you can, give it to somebody else or, take it to a homeless shelter or whatever,
Oh, yeah, because the homeless love putting fucking hot sauce on their nothing. Yum, thank you.
So he went out to his car or truck.
Can you imagine going around and giving hot sauce to homeless people?
No, homeless shelters, I said.
Oh, right, just for the people who work there?
No, to put for the food. At shelters, they serve them food.
I'm rich.
What?
Continue on.
So when he went out to his car, I'm standing there with another comic and some girl standing there. Thank God I didn't badmouth hot sauce because that was his girlfriend. standing there. I didn't realize it. What if I was?
What is hot sauce a term for your girlfriend? I don't understand.
When he went out to his car to get it,
Oh,
I was standing out.
oh, good
with
thing
a
you weren't
comment.
like, oh my god, I have to take more hot sauce from some fucking
Yeah.
idiot that I don't care about.
Yeah, if I said something mean or stupid,
Oh.
I didn't realize that was his girlfriend. But I didn't say it. I did say to the comic, I go, oh man, I got tons of hot sauce. I think I did say that, which we do. Didn't we at one point throw out some hot sauce?
I throw out hot sauce every day.
Not every day you do. And here's why I say she exaggerates. Without even
People
thinking.
know. People understand.
Every day, hold on.
People understand.
Hey Bonnie, it's 11:30. Throw out your daily hot sauce. She throws out hot sauce every day. So anyhow,
People know what I mean.
like if PXG sent me golf clubs, I would promote them because they're worth a lot of money. But they haven't even got back to me.
Are we doing
so-
this again?
No, they haven't got back to me, so I guess I'm off the list. The list I wasn't even on. All right, let's move on.
So our podcast now is just about free things that Rich gets and if he has to say it on the podcast or not. Like,
No, that's not. No. Oh, last week I did.
who
Was it
are you
last-
looking at? Stop it.
What?
I'm right here. You're like,
I'm looking. This is. Whatever. I don't want to go through that again. I can't.
you're like
I don't-
such a weirdo. You're like, well, we have a lot of hot sauce already. That's the thing.
Hey. Oh, I throw it out every day. Every day. All right, let's move on. Everybody's talking about. Okay, you go to podcasts, radio, newspaper. Everybody is talking about taxes that are coming up. All right.
Really?
That's all I can think about for my joke. That's the only thing I can think about.
I thought it was real.
Huh?
So so people are talking about the Chris Rock thing now. A lot of people said, "Did Rich write that joke?" Because we know that you write for Chris Rock.
No, I've written I've been on writing teams for the Oscars because when you write for the Oscars, there's 10 other writers. It's a whole team, you know. I've written for 2 Oscars, and people some people tweet or, did you write that joke? Did you write that? And my reply is, no, I wrote for Will Smith this year.
Ah, you got him.
It's the most aggravating thing a person could do.
I know. I almost got someone kicked out of my audience who kept doing that after every joke. And the audience kind of turned on me. Yeah. I was like, don't do that. Don't fucking do that. But it was an unattractive woman, and people felt like I was being mean. Maybe she couldn't help it. But every joke, she's in the front row.
Was that her laugh or she was being mean?
I don't know, and I didn't care. I was like,
Well, you could tell.
she was. I don't think she was being mean, but I think it was disruptive and anyway.
Yeah, when people laugh, that could be disruptive. Anyhow,
I know.
You know,
and
there's
then-
people that think that was fake, and
It's amazing. Tammy Pescatelli wrote immediately that was fake, and then later had to like backtrack it. But it was like, what kind of joke is that? Don't you think people are like, yeah, no, I don't think that's a great bit for the Oscars. Okay, here, how about this? He walks up and hits me in the face, and then I don't have a good comeback, and it's like really awkward. Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
And he goes back to his chair and starts cursing.
Yes, yes.
For one,
And we're gonna like drop out the sound, because we don't know what to do, and that'll sell it as a real bit.
and we talked about this on radio, and Norton obviously made a great point.
Why is that obvious?
Because he's smart. He makes good points. He's been on radio for fucking 15 years.
Let's hear the point, and I'll let you know if it's.
He goes, what do they have to gain from this? A guy.
Yeah, as if Chris Rock would be like, yeah, I'm going to let him
Is
hit
it a
me.
good point?
Yes.
Okay. Say, Norton, that was a good point.
Norton, you did it again with your good points.
Yeah, what do they have to gain? Like Will Smith, who's one of the most famous actors in Hollywood.
Up for an Oscar.
Up for Best Acting Oscar, one of the biggest,
Right.
Pretty prestigious. Best Female, Best Male, Best Picture, Best Director. Those are pretty. Best Co-Star.
Any Oscar's pretty good, but he's been waiting his whole career for an Oscar.
Yeah, and he's gonna fuck it up by. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. All right, one. And Chris, who's on tour and puts out an hour special, and it's Chris Rock. What, they have nothing to gain from it. It can't, if the Oscars say, hey, listen, we're losing ratings, we need something to pick up. Can you two do this? They'll go, are you out of your fucking mind? Never in a million years.
Right. So weird.
Yeah. And I've been to two Oscars. I see what they submit as bits or jokes or sketches.
There's no
and
possible.
The Oscars say no to no to everything. Their standards and practice is at another level than a sitcom standard and practice or another award. They have probably the toughest standard and practice guidelines or
it's
whatever.
hard to get it's really hard to get a celebrity to do a bit with you, especially if they're up for an award.
Yes. Do you remember when what's her name was calling up people from the audience because they have to get COVID tested?
Yeah.
Didn't she say Will Smith and he never walked up?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, if he's not going to do that, walk up and do a little bit where she frisks those guys.
Yes, right.
Which if a guy could never get away with frisking a girl the way she got away with frisking guys on that. Do you remember when she was touching their butts and legs and everything? Go ahead, you're okay. Do you remember me?
Of course.
Could a guy get away with doing that to a female?
No, but there's a reason why.
Why?
Because guys have been fucking shitty in the past.
That's not the reason.
Yes, that's 100% the reason. That's 100% the reason. Guys have lost their
Repeat
chance.
it one more time.
What?
Repeat. That's.
I don't remember what
that's 100% the reason.
That's 100% the reason. That's 100%. That's 100%. I say 100% the reason every day.
After you throw out a hot sauce?
After I throw out hot sauce. No, listen, it's you can't listen. I didn't think that bit was so great. I don't believe. I don't really believe in the thing of if women want men to act better, then great, and women can act however they want. I'm not
a woman.
A woman. I'm not into that. That's not my thing. You know what I mean? It's let's all try to be good people, but I mean, it was all in good fun. It wasn't terrible. I thought she was being funny, but I understand your point. But you can't be hey, men wouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah, because unfortunately on your team you have people like Harvey Weinstein and terrible fucking people. Okay?
You don't think there's terrible women?
Oh yes, I do. But I think that's not our issue, is being sexually inappropriate with men. And if it is an issue, it doesn't bother men, so it doesn't matter.
This comic, John Joseph,
yes.
He was on Facebook, and he writes a long thing. It's good. Then he goes, we all have to do better. And I wrote, no, I'm doing pretty good. I don't really have to do better.
I'm going to have to agree with John Joseph on this one. Just in the way you look at yourself the entire time.
What am I going to sit and do this?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. What?
I'm looking at you, and then every once in a while I look at the camera, and then I'll sometimes look down and see, oh, okay, that looks all right. And then back to here. I don't just do this the whole podcast.
Well, it's too uncomfortable to turn like this.
Well, then don't turn. At least look up and, You're literally staring at you're not even looking at me for the podcast. You're staring at yourself.
No, I'm looking at...
You're staring at yourself. Do you love your reflection that much? What's the guy that stared at his reflection in the water until he died?
Who would do that?
I mean, it's like a Greek god or something.
Oh, Zeus?
We're the dumbest people on the planet.
So
we can't do any references because we don't know anything.
Name some Greek gods.
No, please get off it because I don't like being dumb.
Well, then don't. Whatever. Yeah, so why would they do a fake bit like that? And the cursing. They really think the Oscars will let them get away with keep my fucking wife's name out
of your mouth. And then people are like, that's hilarious. That's so funny. What a great bit.
What if Chris would have yelled, what about her pussy? Oh. You know.
Why would he yell, what about her pussy? Oh, keep your wife's name. How about her pussy? Got it.
Out of my mouth. You know, and then it's just the grossness of the people at the Oscars and these.
Oh, that he didn't get kicked out. He should have been escorted out right away. Jada could have picked up his Oscar for him.
I said that on radio. She looked like a Tibetan monk sitting there with her outfit and her bald head.
Well, this is the thing I will say about, because, you know, even my sister was like, well, I don't think it was a nice joke to make about someone with alopecia. I said, you know, I didn't know she had alopecia. Yeah. I don't know if everyone. She's like, well, she's been. You know, people are like, oh, that was in the news. I don't read every bit of news about Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm sorry. And secondly, he wasn't making fun of alopecia. He was making fun of Jada, a rich, privileged woman. The thing is that the Oscars is that during a war, during a pandemic, they all decided to get dressed up and give themselves awards, and we're not allowed to make fun of them? Like, come on. That's just too crazy. That's too sensitive. You know what I mean? If we can't make fun of people at the Oscars, then everything is off the table now.
And when Bonnie goes, come on.
Come on.
She means it.
Come on. We're throwing out some hot sauce today. Let's do this. No, but it's like, it's so ridiculous. And the people who stick up for celebrities are the craziest motherfuckers on the planet. It's like they don't need you. They don't need you. They're already living these rarefied lives. They don't need you sticking up for them. You know, these people, I would say, if you are sticking up for celebrities, like some kind of like fangirl or fanboy, you need to die. That's how I feel. I'm sorry.
Really?
Mass, yes. Take them out. We don't need them. We don't need you in this world. Well, there's no reason for it. They've already won.
And the fact that they're giving them a standing O, like, first of all, I didn't see.
It's because people in that fucking room, that's how they got there, was doing what they're supposed to do. And so they look around and they don't have.
Yeah, first of all.
Well, that's.
Yeah, but they were doing that.
I think that's nice.
I think it's nice, but they're not doing it because they're nice. They're doing it because.
Rich is talking now about the when Coda won, they were clapping for deaf people doing this.
It is nice, but they're not doing it to be.
But why?
Nice.
If I was there, I would have done it. I would have been like, oh, that's how you do it. I just learned something. Oh, that's how you clap in sign language.
No.
It's like being in another country and you learn a word, you do it.
No, but
that's
their
crazy.
motive for doing anything is because that's what the masses are
okay,
are doing.
But that's a silly. You hate when anyone, like, you think everything. It's still a good thing to do, even if they're just doing it because everyone else is doing it. That one's still a nice one.
Okay, so I think they're.
But standing for Will Smith, like, stick to that. Yes, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. And all they do is look around, and if they're the only ones sitting, they're like, uh-oh, I'm doing it wrong. Oh, no. They're so scared.
That's the same as the thing. I'm doing it wrong if I don't do it like this.
Okay, but
if somebody went up like that, when they were all going like that with their hands, and one started clapping, they would have stopped and go, oh, I'm doing it wrong.
Yes, because you're like, oh, let me respect this.
Yes,
let me respect how deaf people do it. If you started clapping, you saw everyone doing this, you'd be like, oh, that's how you do it, and then you would do it. I don't understand why you would continue to continuing to clap after you found out how deaf people do it. That to me seems weirder and wrong. Doesn't it? Why would you do it? Why would you continue to do it?
Well, then it's the same as
No, it's not.
Okay, well, it's
Coda. First of all, if you didn't like the movie Coda, fine. Don't clap or anything. Don't do this. Don't do anything. But if you like the movie Coda, which I liked it very much, and you were happy that they were winning, okay, then why would you
Okay,
aggressively
here's-
do the wrong thing?
Okay, no, okay. Here's
that-
the thing.
whereas
Do you
Will
think they're
Smith-
happy? They're standing because other people are standing and clapping because just like you said, when they stand for.
Will Smith is not
I don't-
something positive. Coda is something positive.
Yes.
So yes, I'll do the right thing for Coda. What for Will Smith? Am I going to do the right thing? No, I'm not, because fuck him.
And
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's
Okay.
absolutely not the same.
I think everything they do is programmed. Everything.
Okay, sure, but one thing is learning and growing, and the other thing
Yeah.
is just doing.
Okay,
that-
but I think everything they do there is programmed. You know, through publicists, through the way
right, but
the
Rich,
way they're. It's
if
just,
you were at the Oscars, which you've been twice, if you
Yes.
were sitting there in the Oscars,
yes, I would have done.
you would have done both things.
I would have stood for Will Smith. I don't think I would have stood.
I wouldn't have.
I don't think I
I
would.
know me.
Okay.
I would have booed
And
him probably.
It was one of those fucking Oscars. It was what do you call it, Oscar? To me, a charity Oscar. Denzel, I think the guy from Tick Tick Boom.
They're not. You're insane.
You don't think they
You
give charity
think-
Oscars?
Okay, first of all,
'Cause
anytime somebody, a deaf person
no,
wins,
no,
or somebody
no,
that,
no.
like,
I said,
if too
I said
many,
that person deserves it. Certain ones, I go, they were great.
but to you, it doesn't matter. They're all worth it at that point. They're
Yes.
all above. They've all been vetted at that point. So anybody who wins, it's fine. And you think if it's not like a straight white guy winning, you're like,
not-
they're just
don't bring
giving it away.
No, that's not true because that's you're 100% wrong.
Wait,
and that's
100?
Yes, 100% wrong.
100.
110% wrong.
Then why do you say it all the time? Why
Because
are you like,
because Denzel should have won for men.
that's
He
just
should've-
your opinion.
He should have won for Hurricane for Malcolm X, and then they know that, and they give him a charity one for Training Day. All right. So the thing is, Will Smith has been a lead in so many good movies, so many really good movies.
I like that
Legend, Ali. You know,
never saw
Ali. So they go, you know what? It's about time we give him one. The guy from Tick Tick Boom was fucking great in that movie. For me to sit and watch a musical that long, I'm not a big musical fan. He was so good
Oh,
in
really? Couldn't tell by.
that. Yeah.
I'm not a big musical fan.
And Denzel, I only saw the clip from Macbeth that they showed at the Oscars. And right in that clip alone, I thought he was fucking great. I didn't see Macbeth.
Okay, well,
So-
I see what you mean by charity Oscar. now.
Yes.
Because I think sometimes you think like
No, I
you
did-
always think like everybody. It's like,
No, there is political correctness
but
when
who
it comes
cares?
to Oscars.
But even still, it's like again to get worked up over the Oscars is ridiculous.
I'm not
It's
worked
so
up at all.
stupid.
Only when I watch it. I thought Amy was very funny. I thought she was great when she came out and said, "What did I miss?" And the
very
jokes up front. I thought that one girl's line was great. The one that wasn't invited to the Oscars. And
Oh, she was
6 days-
funny. She goes, he goes, I've dreamed of this my whole life. She goes, I've dreamed of this. She goes, I never thought this would happen 6 days ago.
Yeah, it was very funny. What do you call it? I thought the actress, what was her name? The actress that patted people down. She was good. I thought the whole all the hosts were good. I thought all the
Wanda's
hosts.
always funny.
I didn't. Yeah, they were all good. So the hosts.
I
were
mean,
good.
the opening was the most uncomfortable thing.
Wait,
I've
when that
ever
guy
seen.
walked out, was that wasn't planned?
I think it was
Who
course.
walked out? I forgot.
DJ Khaled or something.
Yeah, what they gave them the wrong intros or something. I don't know.
No, that had to have been planned.
So I thought the host did very well. I thought Chris would have killed it if they let him keep going, you know. And he paused. You know, people go, well, he leaned into it because he didn't know what Denzel. He didn't think Denzel was coming up to hit him.
Denzel?
I mean, Will was coming up to hit him. You know, he's like, oh, I thought he, you know,
I know,
Will
he was
coming
like-
up, like you know, to tell him something or.
Yeah,
you know, do
he's
something.
like processing it. You could see him in his head. He's
Yeah,
like,
did this fucking dude just slap me? You know? And, you know, to pull that together first of all, to me, Chris is doing them a fucking favor. He was the host twice. So he probably, they asked him to be a presenter.
Oh, he wanted to be a presenter. He started his tour today. Okay, so yeah, he's looking for it.
But
it's the best thing that happened to him. His tour fucking sold like crazy after that.
It went up in price, they said. The tour with him and Kevin Hart, which is
Ego Death. Chris Rock's doing his own tour called Ego Death.
Oh, okay. And he's also doing stuff with Kevin Hart.
Maybe.
But. Well, anyhow, it was just insane. And they, and then Tiffany Haddish was sticking up for Will Smith.
Well, she's done movies with Jada and, it's like.
Oh, you got to pick a side? How about right or wrong? How about that side?
Right.
Right or wrong?
I mean, she was asked right after. It was probably like, I give her a little pass.
Well, I like her. She's very nice. I don't agree. Any comic, comics online. Well, he did cross the line with the. Shut up.
Oh, I know. People keep saying that about the jokes cross the line. It's like
it's not.
It's like if you can't make fun of a fucking rich celebrity
with a bald head sitting in the front row.
It's like you're done. It's over. It's lights out to comedy. Thank you. This is the world you asked for. Zero comedy.
Yeah.
But the thing that amazes me about people who hate comedy is like they'll laugh at something or like something that's. It's like, well, other people could find that offensive, and they go, what? Like, they can't believe it. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, they'll make fun of somebody for, like, a hair lip or something. You're like, wait, don't you think that's equally as bad? They're like, no.
Yeah, or someone stuttering.
Yeah, they're like, what? How could that be? That doesn't affect me personally. Yeah. Alopecia is, like, not a fucking deadly disease.
What, you just lose your hair or something? What is it, like the rash or something?
It's got to be horrific to be a woman losing your hair, but... Whatever, Jada's got
wigs.
It all.
Women wear wigs.
I mean, especially a black woman. It's like fucking put a wig on.
Especially black women can wear.
Well, because they wear wigs anyway.
They do?
Yeah, you don't see white women walking around with wigs on.
You do all the time.
I mean, not so much.
Oh, is that?
Edit this part out.
No.
What if I get canceled for saying black women wear wigs?
Can you imagine? Bonnie McFarlane says black women wear wigs. Or weaves.
Are you laughing at yourself? Are you like looking and having a good giggle with yourself?
I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm holding this one together. This podcast should be called Voss Holds It Together.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Anything else? We covered a lot.
There's missing one thing.
What? Oh! Well, you don't like that. You're a psychopath.
Thank
She's a psychopath.
We're talking about on our podcast because it's like stuff that we did.
Monday night was Bonnie's birthday.
Thank you.
And I was going to wish her happy birthday on Facebook like everybody does and Instagram. And no, I don't want people to know.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you said don't do it. I don't advertise that. I was going to throw her a party.
No. It started because you were like, I'm going to have a party for you. And I was like, I don't want a party. I absolutely don't want a party. And then I never said don't post it. I never said that.
Yes, you said I don't want people to know.
I said if one person wishes me happy birthday because of you, I'll fucking be furious.
Yeah,
but I wasn't even thinking about the post.
Well, if I posted it, then I'm big on fucking social media.
Yeah.
So I brought this up on radio. They go, "What'd you do?" I go, "We went out to dinner." Where she wanted to go.
But where else would it be? Like, where would they think is a great place to go? Like a steak place? I'm a vegan. Like, where people are like, you went to where?
Don't say the name. They don't pay us to advertise.
It's a chain restaurant.
Yeah.
But
with cake in the name.
And cheese.
And dairy. It's a factory.
But they have Beyond Burgers. They had a vegan Beyond.
We didn't even know that until we got there.
Well, I knew I could get something there.
Well, yeah, and plus we're taking a kid. You're not taking a kid to Morton's.
But also, like, what... like, I'm not going to go to sushi. Like, where... There's no...
I would have went for sushi.
There's no great... On a Monday?
Why? That's when it comes in, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I can't ever remember what day you're not supposed to eat it. I think you're not supposed to eat it on Monday.
I thought it was Friday or Saturday or Monday. I don't know.
I think it's Monday.
Oh, okay.
But anywho, you know, I know people were like, "Where'd you go?" Every time I say it, people are like, "What?"
I know that makes me look bad. Like I took her to cheese.
Oh yeah,
steak.
yeah. Somebody was like, "Oh, you got off easy, cheap." What expensive restaurant around here? Like what 5-star restaurant is there?
Well, that Italian place, but it's pretty good. The Mobsters.
Well, we could have went there, I suppose.
But yeah, where else are we gonna go? We're gonna drive into New York.
I wanted a place where I could get a drink.
Yeah, and she got nice gifts.
I got some. Yes, it was fun. We had
Yeah.
a good time.
Coffee in the morning. Everything she wanted, she got. Except I'm still here. Get it?
Yeah.
So it was her birthday.
Thank you.
All right, and I went to like 4 places to get you a vegan cake. You can't get a vegan cake in this town. The one vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
The lady that they're Indians. I guess Indians are pretty vegan. Is that in?
Yeah, I mean, it's
There's
like a lot. Yeah.
A lot of we know they don't eat.
I know,
meat.
because I try not to be racist, but when I ask who's vegan in the audience, I always look at the Indian people and they're like, no. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, but it's more in their culture than
Right.
So then I go into that restaurant. It looked like really good. They have a lot of stuff there. We should try it there. I go, do you have vegan cake? She goes, no, but I can make one at home. And but then I go, well,
It comes in so like weird to.
What's that?
It's like a weird homemade vegan cake.
Well, no, she probably owned a restaurant. I just didn't want to have to go back and find their house and deal with all that.
I didn't eat
shit.
a vegan cake. I'm done.
Then I went to ShopRite. They don't have vegan cakes. Then I went to Tasty Treats or whatever. No one has vegan cakes. And I was going to drive to some. But then there was like vegan at the place in like little cups like Parfait or whatever. I was going to buy 3 of them. But if I would have put them in the refrigerator, it wouldn't have been a surprise. So,
It's fine. You did good. Thank you.
I know.
All right, let's end this.
No, we still
Torture.
got 6 minutes, 5 minutes.
Well, let's do a clip then.
A clip of what? What do you mean do a clip?
I'll say something mean to you, and then you slap me, and then I'll continue on and introduce the next presenter.
Oh, do you think that has been done a million fucking times on fucking radio and podcasts already?
Yeah.
People are saying, I can't, enough. Get it off the internet now. I'm done with the story.
I mean, it was literally, I mean, it's us because it's our feeds, but it was like every tweet, every Instagram. It's like insane.
Hey, when comments go, now we're all in danger.
I know. And people are like, I know. I never thought that for a second. It's like, oh, now anyone thinks they can come up and slap a comedian. It's like,
No,
well, first of all, there was no stage. That was the other issue. It's like you should have a stage. That's one of the reasons why there's a stage. It just is like
That's the reason?
It's a little bit of a block for the audience. Yes, it's like you're above the audience. Don't fuck with me. You know, if it's just like you can walk right up there.
Well,
how's that?
The fact that security didn't run out. But why would they run out? They don't. No one saw that coming. That's you know what? You got to hand it to them. No one saw it coming. Nobody. No.
Look at yourself.
Wait, here's the other thing.
I mean, don't look at yourself.
When they were going to when Will was giving his acceptance speech, they cut away from him. Did he spit or something? What was going on there?
I don't know. I think that was just fucking like they were fucking up.
No, they don't fuck up.
I don't know. Why were they? I don't know.
And this is the Oscars. And this isn't fucking racist, whatever. I don't think you put a DJ up in the fucking opera seats for the Oscars. That fucking orchestra has been whatever.
Oh, right. Like they're like, I know they always think like, oh, this will bring the young people in.
Yeah.
It's like, how about not boring movies? That'll bring the young people in. I had to watch movies for the Independent, awards. And it was like, I mean, movies that are...
Look, I'm looking.
Thank you. Movies that are supposedly great movies are some of the most boring fucking piles of shit in the world. It's like
we didn't like.
I don't want to say the movies that we liked or we didn't like, but let's just say like you can you can make a movie that's like visually like stunning, but also fucking moves along. You know,
watch the TV show Gilded Age. The set design, the outfits.
I know, but the story's a little weak. Don't you feel?
I mean, it's repetitious.
Yeah.
You know, but
I like that kind of shit.
Yeah, I like timepieces.
And as we're like the most boring podcast in the world. Pick it up, movies.
Yeah, this is pretty top in podcasts.
Pretty what?
We're pretty top when it comes to podcasts.
Is that what people say it now?
No, that's how I say it.
Hey, are you top? I am. I'm pretty top.
All right, this weekend I'll be at...
We got no clip.
Oh, there's a million clips throughout this podcast.
No, there's nothing good.
I was hilarious. Show your tit. No, don't. Because then the producer will see it. Well,
what?
We used to do it without visual. You would do it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did all the time if you said it.
This weekend I'll be in Fort Myers. Comedy Cafe. It's not Comedy Cafe. I forget the name of it. Fort Myers. Then I got tons of stuff coming up. I got Rhode Island. I got Magoobies outside of Baltimore. I got Winnipeg. What's it called in Canada?
What?
Rumors in Winnipeg.
I've never been there.
But what's the city called? Or Winnipeg? It's called Winnipeg. How did your cricket comedy show go?
Wait. It was good. It was sold out. They were really nice. The audience was awesome. But I'm in Chicago, the 8th and the 9th, but I can't find out where I am. The 8th, I'm at Zanies with Karen Feehan.
Yeah.
And the 9th, McHenry's or something. Is that a club? Vixens?
I don't know.
Anyway, the 9th, I'm also in Chicago with Karen Feehan. Both nights, 8th and 9th.
That's
so
cool. Definitely
come the 8th to Zanies because it's the only one I can remember right now. And then if you're available the 9th, look it up. Google it.
That weekend I'll be in Baltimore, Rhode Island, coming up, working on making a 7th CD.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Is that it?
Yeah, well, because I don't want to just sit here while you're like it's not. It's if it's done, it's done. Let's go. Oh, thank you, everyone. We appreciate you.
No, what do you mean? If it's
because you're like this. You're like this. I can see already the writing on the wall. You're like, you never want to end. You're like, oh, but there might not be a light in my face anymore. And that's how I live.
All right.
I guess. And then you're going to start talking about hot sauce again or some shit. I don't know.
All right. We're done. Say goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Say thank you. Look in here and say thank you to the fans.
Thank you. Thank you, Rogers, or whatever.
Rogers?
The guy on the internet.
Oh.
My biggest fan.
On the internet?
Who else?
Thank you.
Have we lost anybody? Any of our
Of course, I'm sure.
Oh, well.
All right, thanks. Bye. My Wife Hates Me was created and hosted by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. Subscribe to the podcast by visiting mywifehatesmepodcast.com.
Suicide pact, he's totally sober. She's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.